Captain Kate Pryde is finally back from the dead, and with her new lease on life, she's going to be making some changes. All this and more in the pages of Marauders, issue number 12. Let's hop on in together and find out what happens next, shall we? Okay then, so in the last issue, with the help of Emma Frost, Kitty Pryde was finally able to live again. She also came back rocking a brand new haircut, which is actually very close to her old hair. Maybe this is a fun artistic reference, or maybe it's indicative of something else. Captain K gets a resurrection ceremony like all the other mutants who are reborn on Krakoa, but you'll notice that hers is a little different. It's smaller with only a handful of folk, and it's not being done in the town square where everyone can see it, almost like they're trying to keep it a secret for some reason. Still, that's not to say it's not sweet in its own way. Kate actually gets a very nice little moment with Storm, who calls her spiritual daughter, and that she's known her by many codenames: Kitty, Sprite, Shadowcat, etc., etc. Kate also proves that it's really her by mentioning that she once criticized Storm's choice in a mohawk, but now she has knuckle tattoos, so really, who's she to talk, right? Kate's not back to life long before Emma wants her to get back to Hellfire Trading Club business, mainly revenge on Shaw for her murder. And okay, we gotta talk about this image right here, because there's like a million things to unpack. First off, Emma is on a black horse while Kate is on a white horse, the whole white hat, black hat cowboy thing. There's also been a lot of what can only be described as hot and cold running tension between Kate and Emma ever since they joined forces, some of it being very sexual and some of it not. And now we have this. I mean, do I really have to explain to you the horse, the beach, the allegory at work here, a primal yet beautiful beast galloping between one's legs while the water licks at the shore around it? Nope, just me, I'm the only one seeing this? Okay, cool, moving on. Now, Kitty also gets treated to a much bigger welcome home party thrown by her friends, as well as the red and white sets of the Hellfire Club. She also gets a fancy new gown, one that we see her wearing in other books. Kind of a cool bit of development, her coming into her own now fully as the Red Queen. Nightcrawler, probably Kitty's oldest friend, is there too, and he returns her Star of David necklace. Kirk himself still dealing with the whole mutant resurrection thing and how that gels with his own personal Christian faith. And because nothing can ever stay good for long, Sebastian Shaw shows up to crash the party, he and Kitty sharing a bunch of thinly veiled threats to one another. Now, technically, because Shaw is on the council, there's very little that Emma and Kitty can do. Not tonight, at least, though we do discover that Bishop has actually been talking to Beast and the agents of X-Force about possibly trying to pass some kind of justice on Shaw. The only problem with that plan is that Kitty might not be willing to wait for the wheels of justice to turn. She wants bloody revenge and now. In fact, she doesn't care who knows it. I mean, she literally takes out an ad by getting her knuckle tattoos redone to read "Kill Shaw." Kitty also gives the cute tattoo artist a little kiss. Man, now that is a tip. I mean, hey, she was dead before, and now she's really gonna be living life to the fullest in every respect. Now, I'm actually reviewing this comic a couple weeks late, so whatever controversy this panel may have caused has more or less been blown over to be replaced with new controversies. All I gotta say is that if this bothers you, take it up with Chris Claremont, who has literally been saying for years he always wanted to write Kitty as a bisexual, but never got the chance. And so that was Marauders issue number 12, and if you feared the book may run out of steam once the whole Kitty's death plot was resolved, Jerry Duggan proves that he's still got a lot of gas left in the tank. Sure, the captain has been resurrected, but there's clearly something else going on with Emma and the rest of the team. Is this the real Kitty, or maybe an older backup, or maybe even a psychic puppet? As it turns out, it wouldn't be the first time Emma played a trick like that. We discover in this very issue her fashion designer Jumbo only faked his death, but Emma was somehow able to pull some strings for him. Very interesting. I gotta take my hat off too for this being probably the most subtly sexually charged X-Men issue I've read in a bit. I know under Hickman the mutants have gotten very horny once again. This one issue in just a few pages absolutely oozes sexuality, something that a lot of superhero comics are afraid to tackle in this day and age. Now, as far as Kate going to war with someone on the Quiet Council goes, you have to imagine that's going to make a ton of trouble for Storm, a woman who straight up said, "I am your surrogate mother" this issue. Also, you gotta wonder, how does a revenge story play out in a world where we know that if you die, you can just be resurrected? I guess we'll have to keep reading to find out. Overall, I'd feel comfortable giving this one an 8.5 out of 10. I was really thoroughly pleased with this one.
Hey there everyone, Kate Joel again, and I just want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. And hey, if you enjoyed the book I covered, covered in this issue and want some comics of your own, might I recommend Book Depository? It's my #1 place for shopping for comic book trades. You get a great price, and if you use my link down in the description, you'll actually be helping me out at the same time. You get something, I get something, everybody wins, right? So until next time, everyone, I've been Joel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.